What's up, dude? Okay, so this morning I'm going to go over a few things here, just some odds and ends, T's and I's type of thing. Wingtocuff kickboxing. Wingtocuff kickboxing is a slang phrase you can use to describe the sport of FBQ. Kabaknui is one way in which you can describe FBQ. Kabaknui is a fusion of Japanese, Thai, and Hawaiian. Ka is a common word in Japanese, and then bak is a Thai word, and then nui is a Hawaiian word. Kabaknui. FBQ stands for false bounded queens, which means in this case a distortion of boxing, of course in reference to Marcus of Queensberry rules, boxing. The FBQ.com domain is unavailable, and the FBQ handle is unavailable across many platforms, and I fear that I will be stolen from. The FBQ sound and cadence works very well for combat sports, and after what happened to me with Tenebis, I fear that I could be ripped off here. I don't doubt that some cheeseball bonehead like Scott Coker would create a league called Federation Battle Quest and call it FBQ for short. Okay, so Tenebis, the story of Tenebis. I was publishing ideas on YouTube, and I published Tenebis. And 2 weeks later, some Russian Jewish guy who works for Mr. Beast was developing a computer game called Tenebis. Right, he announced the name of the video game Tenebis 2 weeks after I was publishing it as content. Right, I was talking about Tenebis on one of my YouTube channels, right, back when I was in Idaho. And so to defend myself from theft, I have created Kabaknui as a backup for FBQ. Kabaknui is a fusion of Japanese, Thai, and Hawaiian martial arts dating way back, obviously, in Japan, Thailand, and Hawaii. Hence Kabaknui. Kabaknui.com was, of course, available because it is so abstract, so unique. Okay, so if and when FBQ is stolen from me, I own kabaknui.com and kabaknui.org. And I will relabel this sport as Kabaknui in the interim, and when I become known for Kabaknui later, I will explain how Kabaknui was a backup plan for FBQ. FBQ was stolen from me. I chose Kabaknui because I knew that Kabaknui is so abstract and unique compared to the FBQ acronym. Perfect segue to address all other scouts and vultures, including that creepy cuck Lawrence, etc. Michael Madsen received a screenplay from me in 2017. And in 2019, concepts of mine showed up in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The screenplay that I sent Michael Madsen via email was titled Quinto Rodrigo and Epinephrine Melee. Understand that you will have to shadow ban me across all industries, because if I succeed greatly in one, I won't hesitate to express publicly that people in the fight industry or the movie industry or both stole my ideas and gave me nothing. And this is not to mention what they did in one battle after another, how they scored bits and pieces from my OTAS journals on YouTube. A quick reminder to Fat Coker and Creepy Cuck Lawrence that .com is still the most valuable domain extension because of commerce on machines, quote unquote, or community on machines, or computer. Community, commerce, computer, com. So as long as we are calling computers, the .com domain extension will be the most valuable. Millix.com, Medston.com, Wheelfort.com, Tenebis.com, Tenebis.com, Lecoit.com, Trecticot.com, Dulican.com, Teleon.com, TVNetWeb.com, Recriome.com, Jarcoil.com, Tradeoccur.com, Phrasency.com, Combatagy.com, Magjack.com, Roadofbells.com, Delicognacs.com, Trexper.com, Proxity.com. These are mine, to name a few. As I said, as long as we call computers, okay, as long as that's what we're calling them, then the .com domain extension will remain the most valuable domain extension. You will have to hide me away from all industries that these word stocks have potential in order to get away with stealing one idea from me.